Good morning. Good morning, Jay. Let me know if you can hear and see me because last night I went on for about 6 minutes and didn't realize that no one could see or hear me, that I wasn't actually here. But I'm here, cutting out Jiminy. I cut him out with my Scan and Cut, but for whatever reason, the scan did not love these colors and it left a lot to cut out. But at least it got part of it. Just waiting to find out if I can be seen and heard. I think YouTube was throwing a lot of gremlins yesterday. There we go. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Jay. So, working on my Disney journal today, and I happen to love one of my favorite characters is Jiminy Cricket. Because, he's like the little wise cricket. And so I bought some printables and I printed four of them out because I don't like to, waste my expensive paper on one image. And I didn't have time this morning to make a contact sheet, which is what I normally do, is I'll throw them all into Photoshop and automate into a contact sheet. If I were making my first junk journal, what binding technique? Probably the elastic binding because you can pull pages in and out. So let me find one here if I can so you can see what I'm talking about. Do I have one? I have one, but I have no idea. I may have given it away. Anyway, just thick cord elastic. And if you do a thick cord elastic, just make sure that your um, spine is like a good thickness so that the elastic binding doesn't pull into the paper and tear it. Maybe like a traveler's notebook, yeah. So, anyway, good morning. Happy New Year to those I didn't say Happy New Year last night or weren't here. Um, that's all I'm gonna cut of the Jiminy for now. So I have my cover here, and I'll probably put him on the cover. I don't know yet, haven't decided. And it was just made with the Amazon packaging that all this Disney stuff was sent to me in. And I have a few pages done or partially done. This right here is upside down, so I want to cover that. Good morning, Peggy. I haven't showed it yet. Here, I still haven't mounted it to a card base, but here it is finished. So I did put some little black lines around and added a bit more shading. Morning, Jim. And I'll probably stitch it onto the card base and put a few stitches here and there. But I do need to, and I made her hair purple to kind of match the fish color. Good morning, Happy Mom Creations and Lovely's Crafting Lodge. I don't know who you guys are because they gave y'all new names. So I want to cover this that's upside down. And I think what I'll use is some of the pulls that we did last week. Got a little bit of a white edge on there that I don't want. Thank you. Thanks. I really enjoyed making that. It was very, very freeing. Let's cut this edge off with scissors. Well, that's a pretty sloppy job. Do better. You can do a little better here. Try and get the scissor cut even with the dots. It's hard because this is that medical paper and it's very, very thin. There, that's much better. And then just take and match it up here. Grab my ruler. I don't know. Maybe because you didn't have like a nickname. I don't know for sure, Peggy. That's really weird, huh? Well, this can go here. I don't mind if a little bit sticking out. That's not a problem. Hang on, let me get Jacqueline. Hi. Get my other printed pages. I found some pretty cool ones on Etsy. I didn't think I was going to because it was Disney, but I love this little cartoon strip one. And let's do paste. Do I want this to be kind of a stick out pocket? Maybe I do. All right, well, let's stick this down and then we'll stick that together. Whoops, I don't want that white end showing. Right? I didn't get a new name either because my name has always been Not Afraid of Color. The same as my channel name. So you get named whatever your channel name is. I don't know how people got nicknames. No idea. No clue. Yeah, stay down. Trying to separate these two. Make sure it just sticks to the one. This would be a good place to add stitching if you were going to. Where this paste is. Once it's dry, you don't want to stitch while it's wet because that could be problematic. Well, let's go ahead and glue this page together so that it's like a pocket, sort of. Okay, glue, you can work now. Oh, Lord. It's gotten so cold in here that my glues are not happy. I've been kind of moving them into my bedroom, which is warmer than in here. But, okay, let's see if that'll work now. Here we go. I don't want it to stick to anything else because the glue is oozing out. Isn't that a cool one? The comic strip one? I love it too. So I have a little sticking out over the edge here. I'm going to trim that off, or I'm going to attempt to trim it off. We'll see. I might screw the whole thing up. For some reason, scissors don't like to get in here. There we go. So now, tell me I stuck them together. Let's get my tweezers here and see if I can get in between the pages. Now I could just add a whole nother part of a page into there. Let's do that. Let's do part of this, not the whole thing. No, I don't want to do this. I'm going to do this one because some of it will be buried. Oh, I bet you do, Shelley. I bet you do. I would. Although, I don't know, sometimes I get burned out on crafting. I know that sounds sacrilegious, but it happens. See, the other side of this page will be white, and that'll be okay because it can be journaling space or a place to put a Mickey Mouse because I need to make a bunch of Mickeys that I haven't done yet. I need to trim this down. And I'm not trying to make this vintage or anything. And I'm not too worried about the white space at the bottom because that's going to be inside the flat. Will that fit? A little bit shorter. Okay. Oh, well, the bigger creative space will be a happy thing. This separated. And I still kind of want to leave it a pocket as well. Get in there. So that can just get tucked in there and not really like be removable. It'll be removable. Just getting more color into this Disney journal. And let's do, see, these are all upside down too, and that will bother me. So let me see, what can I do to remedy that? I could paint it. Thinking here, friends. Okay, that'll only go that far. No, that's a no. That's a negatory. Let's see. I've got some of these printables that I did for another project that I pulled out because they're polka dot. Let's see what we got. Good morning, Diane. Okay, we could go here like so. Okay, let's do that. It's inevitable when you use brochures and things that stuff's going to get upside down. Okay, and I think I'll use regular liquid glue for that. And I think that I will pocketize it. So I'm just going to add glue here and here. With the rain in Shambhala. I don't know how I got that song in my head this morning, but I sure did. So now all I would need to do is cover that. And I think I will use some, I don't have much of this left. I'm trying to grab it. Just enough. I like to add extra glue to washi, plus it was the end of the roll, so part of it has to be glued. How did you do that? Don't wrinkle up on me, you turd. There we go. Tear that off. I don't want to lose that piece. I want to use it too. And that took care of that upside down. Need some scissors. Go. We'll stuff something in that pocket so that it's clear that it's a pocket. We're working on the Disney Journal. Good morning, Maddie. Okay, that's right side up. I'm okay with how this worked out. I'm good with that. I'm actually okay with that. This one, I think I'll put a Jiminy on. Where's the one I cut out? Where'd you go, Jiminy? There you are. And I think what I want to do is maybe tuck some things up underneath him. Good morning, Christy. Now, that doesn't work out. That doesn't make me feel happy. Well, we've got this washi. Yeah, I think that'll be good just like it is. Got my heater on in here. It's cold this morning. So if you hear it, that's what you're hearing. I don't think you will, though. My mic is fabulous at noise cancellation. Apparently, you can't even hear like when I run my heat tool and stuff. So if he's got an idea or a thought, I need a thought here. Let's see, what are we thinking? Where did my... I don't want a mean thought. I love this one best. You can't skip and be unhappy at the same time. Okay, but this feels like a more wise Jiminy saying, what appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning. I think we'll do that one. Hi, John. Jolly John. That's even better. These are pretty stepped down. These are Diane Revley. I think so. They are on here. Gosh, I hope I don't break it. I got them on clearance from Ranger, and so they're probably really old and have endured many, many temperature fluctuations. I was reading something this morning where this guy talks about how New Year's isn't a new start because we're all sick, we're tired, we're broke. It's a rejuvenating month for January. Time to chillax a little bit after all the stress of the holidays. Okay, I managed to get that off without destroying it. And let's do it on a colored paper. Let's see, what do I have here that will coordinate nicely? I don't think I have a Jiminy green. That's too dark. Wash away my trouble. Let's do this gray. It's kind of a blue gray. Yeah, apparently there's a pretty cruddy flu going around, which I haven't got. I got sick and I thought I had the flu, but it's really weird. When I get really sick, sometimes I'm only sick for a day or two. I get the lingering, moisture. But I tend to get feeling better pretty quickly, and I'm glad about that. Yeah, I've been promising to make this journal for a couple of years now since Pam sent me all these Disney papers. Let's do this and cut it out. And I don't need it to be perfect. But I do, other than that stuff, I don't really have a lot of, I've got the Spellbinder Steamboat Willie, and I've got some Steamboat Willie stamps from, I think, Hampton Arts, and I can't stinking find them. Um, you know, I'll find them when I don't need them. Oh, good. So you just have a cold, Cordelia? Poor thing, though. Are you at home today, girl? I hope you're at home today if you're sick. I want that just to partly overlap. I love this right here. It says people love to scream. I'm going to have to highlight that. I need a new Cricut pen. Mine has finally given out on me. Now this is a fold out, and I'm okay with the way it is. I don't love this page, mostly because the people are blurry. Yeah, it's a pretty cool collection. I only have the first collection because I have enough other stamp company stuff to really words, words. I don't know what to really do what. Like put Santa hats on them or Easter eggs or whatever. I have plenty of Trinity stuff to handle that job. What do I want to do here? I don't know that I want to do a lot of these pages. I don't really feel like I need to do anything. I'm kind of sad that that horse is cut off. Maybe I'll do just a little pocket right here. Just to kind of cover that. Pencil, pencil, pencil. Oh, that's such a good idea, though, Peggy, just to do that. I don't go out but once a month, maybe twice. And I definitely don't let anybody get near me or get myself near anyone. As most of you know, I don't like to people. That is a little bit too wide. Let's trim that off a wee bit. Yeah. And then to just give an indication that it's a pocket, put a little, whoops, put a little thumb notch. No, I didn't use an old book. I used I made my signatures just from all the brochures and stuff, and then I used the packaging that Pam sent me all the papers in as my cover. And this is a pamphlet stitched journal. Wonder what's for breakfast this morning. I don't think Mike's cooking. I think Tracy is cooking. I've been trying to sort of like intermittent fast and so wait to eat till about 11 a.m. But I get so doggone hungry. Let's put one of these tickets in here. Put Tink in there. I've yet to cut out my Mickey Mouses because I've just been lazy. Not lazy, unmotivated. Okay, there we go. But I better get my motivation in check here because got a lot of projects coming up. A lot. There we go. I like it. That's funny about the cat taking over the heating pad. Can you blame him? Okay, I'm leaving these blank. I think we could use a pocket here and some cover up right there. And so I ran out of the washi that I was using. Um, ba, 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 um, I'm looking at my washies. I really kind of am trying to stick with red and white and black and white theme. Let's see what I've got in my washi drawer. Hmm. I think I'm going to go with the red and white. Try and get it on there somewhat straight. Okay, lip pocket. That. I want it to be a rather large pocket. Yeah, how in the heck did I get the Partridge Family song in my head? Who did that to me? That's not straight at all, I can tell. It's hard to cut this stuff because it's so thin. Okay. Think it through, think it through, think it through. Two inches. Lucky. I was talking to my friend Dawn this morning, and she was showing me their temperatures there in Maine. I said, I'm jelly. Ours are going to be in the 50s and 60s for the next foreseeable future, which I do not love, and you guys know that. So this is a pretty big pocket, so I might want to put, you know, smaller groups of pockets on it. And I want to reinforce it because it's, you know, really thin paper, and I don't want it to get muffed up. So I think what I'll do, out of my way, everybody. Ooh, I like this piece right here. Do some of that. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty, huh? That was one of the ones we printed last week. Okay, I have an idea. Let's grab this piece right here. This is just a polka dot printable. I believe this is a whimsy stamped, but it might not be. I don't know. See, I can't cut straight even with a cutter that was designed to do so. Well, I don't really want to use this because I'll be wasting a bunch of it. Let's see what I have in my 6x6. Yeah, I like stuff from the 70s too. Because old people. Pull some of my colorful paper pads here. Immediately I was drawn to this one. This is Pink and Maine. I still hate to waste the whole piece of paper. Okay, I have an idea. Let's just glue this down to a white piece. That's what we'll do. If I can find one. It doesn't have to be a heavy one. Piece of scrap. Have a great weekend, Jim. Enjoy yourself. Do I want to? No, I don't. But do I want to go like that? Maybe I do. I like the other side too. It's my problem. I'm not making it a pocket though, because it's just too thin. I'm afraid it'll rip. I'm just going to back it. I can glue this part down. I'm going to glue this right to it because I like it. This paper right here, Peggy, this says Pink and Maine Beach Babes. This piece that I'm using right here was a printable from Etsy for some vintage Disney. I just got glue all over my hand. Stick. Sure that's stuck down. The dots. That was one of the polls that I did last Friday. With stencils and paint. Because last Friday I did, you know, gel printing. Words. There, that helps me get the edge straight too. All right, cool beans. So now I want another part of a pocket on here like so. Maybe I want to come all the way up here. You know what? I have some cool edge dies, but I don't know that I want to pull out my die cutting machine because there's no room here on the table, on the desk. I need a pencil. Where'd you go? Here you are. I mean, I'm eventually going to have to because I'm going to, want to do ephemera on this. No, I don't want to cover that. Let's do this way. No, don't want to do that either. I think I'll just leave it like it is and use that on another page. Hearts are words, you're right. Good morning, Delise. Let's add a little bit of color here. And last night I had out my Tim Holtz crayons, and I think I'm going to continue with that because they spread nicely. Let's get salvage patina and twisted citron. I'm just going to do that. And do this. Well, that's a little dark. Oh, that's evergreen bough. That's why. Okay. I gotta pay attention, huh? Working with salvage patina. Now, these out of the way. Grab a little piece of paper towel will work. The paper that I used is the medical paper. I know I've shown it before. It's on a big roll, and it's like the kind you sit on at the doctor's. Let's put the lid on this before it screws up on me again. So I've got my paper towel here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of water to it, just one little squirt, and then just kind of blend this out. If I need more water, I'll grab more water. Try 2 squirts there. And just move this around so that I get the color. There, I feel like they're friends now. I'm going to need a couple of more little red things up here just to kind of pull it together because that's how I roll. Or I can take off the red washi, but I don't want to. Oh, I know. I have an idea. Is an idea. Move that for a moment. And there's this place called this crafter named Happy Place Crafting, and she does this a lot. So I need a piece of parchment paper or other something sticky that I can cut out. And I have a whole stinking thing of, tape backer, but I don't know where it is. Okay. So we'll just grab a piece of paper. And let's get this one stuck down. That's the last of that. Get off there. Do I have anything more red? Yes, I do. Ah, let's get a little bit green on there. I think I have some. Yep, I do. Ah, I think I'll end off that one. Get a piece of red. Yeah, a piece of red there. Now I can take, yeah, let's see if I've got a star here. I know I have a star, it's just a matter of finding it in this mess. Oh, I guess, I know, maybe a banner. Yeah. Bye, Peggy. Have a great day. Okay. Turn off my heater. I'm afraid I'll knock my power out by running a power tool here. I'm just reluctant to get out my new magnetic. I don't wanna. Oops, piece of my tape came off. Didn't think that through though. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. That's all good. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm starving. I think right in the middle, and I think I will make this into a paper clip. Got one right here. Now, do I want to just clip it on? Oh, wonder what I've done with all my cool paper clips. I have some cool ones too, but I'll just do the plain one. It's fine. Yeah, it worked fine with the old magnetic mat. We're just going to clip this on. I have light bulb ones and I have other little animal character ones, but I have no clue where they are. So there I've got another Jiminy. I want to leave that alone. This is a flip out. Not upside down or anything, but it's nothing to look at. Like, it's kind of boring. So, you guys know I don't love boring. Well, look at that. That's going to fit perfectly in there. Flip it over. Draw a line where I need to cut. Bitty Penny, Happy New Year. Good morning. Make sure that that's all on the green line. Okay. Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to this year. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not planning any trips or doing anything at all. Now, which way did I have this? I don't remember. I hope I had it this way because that's how it's going. Okay, I want my heater back on. I'm cold. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, those are great colors, huh? That whole paper pad has some pretty cool colors on it. This end fairly straight. Yeah, it is. Do better, T. And I don't mind if it flips over to the other side, so I am going to start on this side. Yes, that'd be so awesome if you would come journal with me. Absolutely. It's fun. And it's fun to do it with another person because you guys know this about me or you don't. I'm not a big talker. But you know, when you're doing a live, you got to talk, right? You can't just sit there and be quiet the whole time. People will get bored and leave. And so it's so nice to have someone else who talks. Kind of like the idea of this as a frame. Let's cut it out. You're de-hoarding this year. Good for you. I was watching a live last night, and Reagan, our friend Reagan, had this haul that she got from probably an estate sale. I missed the beginning, but it was totes and totes and totes with a lot of Anna Griffin stuff and just, and I thought to myself, I would probably be so overwhelmed. I'd just be like a little kid sitting in the middle of a pile of toys, not knowing what to play with next, and so doing nothing. I think I want to leave that top part. Now, this is just a thinking process, friends. You can't skip and be unhappy at the same time. That one works. So I need to make it on a little piece of banner. I know you are, girl. I mean, I will chat in the chat and stuff like that, but overall in person, I'm real quiet. I got an old school thought about just filling in space with words. I guess I'm just a person who has an issue with wasting time, and I feel like it's wasting time. And I know that's not the truth. I know that, friends. I'm well aware, but it's just one of those little neurotic things that I deal with. So I should just skip, right? Ooh, I should probably cover this. Yeah, 16 totes and boxes. Imagine that. I wouldn't have any place to put it to start with. And so that would be the part that would overwhelm me. Like, where do I put this stuff? And do I love it all? And what do I think I might use and not use? Well, you know how us crafters in our mind we're going to use everything. It doesn't always pan out that way. You guys, I'm going to have to give in and make my Mickey Mouses eventually. because I need them all over the journal. Okay, let's do that. Let's do, want to go, no, don't. I don't want to go that way. You can go your own way, but not that way. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay. This direction. That's paper that I have to hold on to. I still don't know what's going to go inside of here, but something is. Okay, there's a little bit of white. There's a little bit of goober on there. I'm going to cut that white off. Okay. Hi, Shanna. Good morning. Okay, and so this flips out. I don't know. Let's find a coordinating. Oh, bam, pink polka dot. Good morning, Andrea. Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Okay. This can be a pocket. I like this because I'm using my stash too. I need to. Let's do a little thumb notch in there. Not too big. Like that. Don't want that other stuff showing through. Yeah, I like that. That'll be cute with something in it. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, and plus that we know a couple of Andreas, or at least I do. That'll work. Flip you over so I can draw a line. No, don't try to do it with scissors. Scissors aren't going to happen. Fetch isn't happening. Hi, Linan, is it? Welcome. Is it Lena or Linan? Yeah, paper crafting is fun. I love it too. That's not very straight. There we go. Yeah, maybe I want to trim a little bit more off of that. Lynn, okay, Lynn, hi. Yeah, that's better. I like the symmetry better. You can call it. Oh, that's way crooked, T. What'd you do? Um, so now we've got this flap's open, but I think I want to keep it as a pocket. I'm just going to lightly press because I don't want it oozing out. Then I need to figure out how I want to handle that. Um, Imagine I could just back it with white and leave an opening. No, I don't want white. I don't want white. I think for now, I'm just going to make this liftable. Maybe we can put a little notepad underneath. Yep, Reagan, you're the talk of the town, girl. I gotta watch our hop, huh? I hope it's good. Okay, I don't care for this because of the Kodak part. I mean, come on. Although these are kind of retro, aren't they? Oh, you just uploaded an art journal video? Cool. Yep, I need to go watch the sheet loads when I'm done here while I'm cooking breakfast. What time is it? Okay, yeah, and it's about time for me to be done for the day. I knew there was another upside down page, so let's just recap where we are so far on this thing. And trust me, you guys, I'm taking my time. I'm not working on this journal much other than on Friday mornings. And I'm not fast like Bitty Penny because I do a lot of rethinking and overthinking. So this is our cover, and I'm thinking I'm going to put Jiminy on here, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And then this page, I need to do something to the inside cover here. And then we have this page, which is just a weird collaged page with a little tuck pocket. And then we have this page with the two little pockets. This is just a piece of acetate that I foiled on. And we've got this little tuck right here. Don't, how are you stuck together? There we go. So that pulls out. We've got this page here that I might do something with. We've got Jiminy. What happens? What appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning. And then we've got a little Mickey Mouse pocket here. And then we've got this pocket here where I made the original little flag. And then this little flip out. So that's it for today. Still got quite a few pages to do to get this done, but is it getting fatter? It is. A little bit. Yeah, so Lynn, I think you can link in my community tab so we can check you out. You're gonna have to unpack in several videos. Anyway, thank you, you guys, for coming in and hanging out with me for this Friday morning. Um, oh, that's cool, Reagan. Reagan will be on Craft Roulette Community Showcase tomorrow with Mary and Sire. Have a, you don't know how to link stuff? Okay, got you. So, is it Lynn and Crafting? Is that the name of your channel? Let me see if I can find it here real quick. And I'll link it or see if I can link it. Unless do I have another? Oh, maybe Bitty Penny can, because I'm not real great at doing links on my Macintosh. Let's see, let's go over here to Chrome. Let's go home. No. There you are. There we go. Oh, I'm glad you came to one of my lives. I'm live on Thursday nights and Friday mornings, most Thursday nights at 5 p.m. Central. I live in Alabama, and Friday mornings at 9 a.m. Central. And then any other time that I happen to be live. Look for in the future me being live with Bitty Penny. If you haven't seen Bitty Penny's channel, gotta check her out. She's fabulous. We've got also, who else has channels here that do things? Cordelia. Um, Maddie, which is Empty Nest Scrapper. Yeah, Cordelia's not usually here on Fridays. Christy, Snail Mail by Umbrella. She has the Crafty Fun Friends, Betty Penny. A lot of folks here have channels, and it's so much fun, and it's so great to see our community supporting each other. And you do sneak, don't you, Cordelia? You stuck in that glass of buttermilk last night. And there's that residual cough. Anyway, everybody take care. Have a great weekend. Be on the lookout for all the good things because they're there. And remember, you can't skip and be unhappy at the same time. Bye. Hey, don't forget those things.